I don't know what happened there. It muted or something. Can y'all hear me? Wow. I don't know how that happened. How you doing, C4T? I looked down and my shit was muted. I was like, well, how did I mute it? I was like, well, you never know. That was crazy. What's up, Northwoods? Good to see you. I had forgot to unmute my mic a while ago. Oh, I hate being hungover. I hate hangovers. That's why I quit drinking, I think. That's probably one of the main reasons, anyway. That I wanted my kids to know that I could do better, you know? It's funny how kids will do that to you. Oh, you know, SOS, the same old shit. Thought I'd just come live and hang out with some people and, you know, put that title up there, card subject to change. That was one of the things that we used to put on our wrestling shows and stuff, you know, because we never knew if the matches that we had set out or people that we put on there was going to be there for 100%. So if you put card subject to change, then it covers your ass, right? I don't know how many people will show up. I'm assuming that a few people will show up and you know, but if not, then they didn't show up and then it's my ass is covered, card subject to change. I want to see if I can get through one video, one live without me personally saying the F word. It's going to be tough. I don't know if I can do it or not. I'm going to try. I'll probably wind up stubbing my toe or something and then wind up just letting all kinds of profanity spew out my mouth or something. I don't know. No, but I did want to come on here and say for everybody that came in last night or for everybody that watched the live, you know, thank you for coming in and listening to me. And that it really did help. I'm in a better place today and everything. I have reached out and talked to a few people and all that good stuff. And, you know, I feel a lot better, you know. I'm not as in a terrible place as I was yesterday. You know, sometimes when you're passionate about things, you get caught up in a moment and you let stuff bother you, you know. And I'm passionate about my family. Hello, Mountain Girl. Hugs to you, dear. I'm passionate about my family and I'm passionate about what I'm doing here, you know. And I know it's not popular with some people, but that's okay. Not everybody's going to agree. They don't have to agree with me all the time. I still love everybody. I'm not on here to start drama or anything like that. I just do what I feel. You know what I mean? And that's it. If you support that, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. Freedom of speech. Absolutely, sweetheart. Well, I knew what you meant. I'm good at reading botches. Hell, I botch all the time. You know, I especially when I use text to speech. You know, you're liable to see something like the purple monkey had sex with the neighbor's dog or something when I'm using text to speech, and you'll be like, "What? What the hell did he just say?" And then why did the monkey have sex with a green frog or something? You know, allegedly. Maybe I gave it too much time to cool off between the video. But I had some things to do. You know, I had to go like to the bathroom and all that good stuff. You know, I couldn't be in the middle of a live and go, "Excuse me, sorry guys, I got to mute it. I got to run to the bathroom." You know, I got to make a deposit. You know, so yeah, wouldn't want that to happen. Even though I've done that before. Then in that case, I just hopped on my uh on my phone and StreamYard and everything, and then yeah, yeah, I know it. It's a good thing the camera didn't accidentally come on. That would I don't think nobody wants to see me sitting down and doing that. Well, that could scar people. That could be detrimental to some people's health. Very well could be. I watched a video today where somebody painted a dog. That kind of irritated me. Painted the little dog blue. I can't show it because YouTube is a stickler about stuff like that. Yeah, I can't. I do too. I can't stand that mess. Can't stand it. Oh, what the? That's gross. Yeah, me too. I don't know why anybody would want to be mean to an animal. You know, I just for the life of me can't figure that one out. Absolutely. Well, I was just sitting here reading this. It says police evacuating state fair of Texas after a shooting. Two two people shot and one suspect in custody. Wow. That's nuts. That is nuts. That's funny, Fabio. Fabio or Fabio? Yeah. I like chickens. I used to raise chickens all the time. Just add Coca-Cola to flour and you have bread. New bread recipe, baking bread. Okay. I don't know that I want to try that or not. Yeah, I'm telling you, the whole fucking world's going crazy. Oh, out. So much for that. So much for that. Yes, Coca-Cola bread. Yep. Jesus Christ. Oh, you've had that wicked good? Hmm. Was it hard to do? Just mix it in with self-rising flour, right? And just pour the Coca-Cola in there. Hmm. Uh, that works. My grandmother used to make some of the best fried chicken I've ever eat, boy. Let me tell you. Next to KFC. KFC is really good. Yeah, me too. I love fried chicken. Ain't nothing better than fried chicken and gravy and mashed tater, you know. Mm, nothing better. Yeah, it's getting close to hunting season. I've been seeing a lot of turkeys. I like wild turkeys. Eggplant parmesan. My grandmother used to make zucchini bread, and man, oh, of course I like banana nut bread too. Yeah, it is good. Of course, I like all kinds of shit most people don't like. Mm. I don't think YouTube's giving out the notifications here lately about people going live. But you never know. Oh, a lot of people don't like chitlins, but hell, I eat the hell out of chitlins. You didn't get this one? Like I said, sometimes YouTube is crazy. I figured Grim Reaper and them will be on here in a little bit. Thought maybe Tats would get the notification and that, but you know, come up or something. Like I was saying last night, we don't always have to agree about things. We can agree to disagree, you know? And at the end of the day, we should be mature enough to just be, you know, still be friends afterwards. Absolutely. Respect is the key. Yeah, I'm not going to get fired up like I did last night. I just wanted to come on and shoot the breeze and, you know, just have a good day. You know what I mean? Hey, honey, how are you, dear? I'm doing fine, sweetheart. Better than I was yesterday. Sometimes I just let. She's doing good. She's down there watching, downstairs watching Ghost Adventures. They're having, it's close to Halloween and they're having all those spooky, haunting things. And when my anxiety's acting up like it's been doing the last few days, and that I can't watch that stuff, it just puts me over the edge. What time is it? It's 9:54 here. I suffer from PTSD, and that it's a long story, honey. It's not just one thing. It's a combination of things over the years. You know, some of it stems from my childhood. Uh, physical, mental, sexual abuse, and I don't care who knows it. People can make fun of me if they want to or whatever. I can't help what happened to me as a child. You know what I'm saying? I had no control over that. Some things don't bother me, but some things do, and sometimes you can't get around it. So old shit just comes up and you can't shake it, you know. But I've had a couple people that that I've reached out to, and and it helps. Well, I probably should see one too, but they make me so angry. I don't know that they help me. You know what I mean? I mean, they have, but I just get so aggravated with them sometimes because I don't think they listen. They listen, but they're not listening. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me mad. And they use it against you and shit. And yeah, you know. Now somebody's probably going to say, "Oh God, Nightmares is unhinged. He's going to go off one of these days and kill somebody." No, I'm not going to go off and kill nobody. Matter of fact, I'm in a lot better place than I was. Yeah. Yeah, panic attacks sucks. They do. They suck bad. And, you know, yeah. I have what they call night terrors. If Mary was up here, she'd tell you I'll wake up in the middle of the night fighting. I've knocked stuff off of my dresser and everything else from the night terrors, you know, and that off my little nightstand, you know. It sucks. On average, except for and when I'm just completely exhausted and everything, which I slept pretty good today, and you know sometimes I'll only get 4 or 5 hours sleep, and that's it. I Because of the shit in my head, I can't shake it, and yeah, you know. You ever been so panicked and everything that you're afraid to go to sleep at night? I experienced that, and it sucks, you know. Or wake up from a sound sleep and just start crying for no reason. I mean, you know what? Maybe I'm just a weak human. I don't know, but I just yeah. That's what I was just saying. Yep. What's up, Big? Yep, that's what I was just saying. That right there. Yep. Or just be setting and for no reason at all, just all of a sudden just become real emotional, just start crying for no reason and stuff. And you know, I know what it's from. It's from being bipolar, and but I can't help it. You know, I can the medicine and stuff helps, but it don't take care of all of it. You know, and some people don't understand that. You know, and that's why I think I got mad the other night too, like Angry Vet did. You know, when that cop asked him if he was having some kind of a mental issue. Well, just because you're angry don't mean you're having a mental issue. You know, it does. You're absolutely right, Mountain Girl. When I first started having panic attacks and everything really bad, that first year and everything until I got my medicine managed out and started learning how to cope with it and everything. That first year, I bet I was in the hospital because I thought I was dying and shit. Probably, I'd probably say 60 times or more. I did that for 15 years, man. I wrestled. That was my therapy, believe it or not. You know, I could actually get in there and you know be violent but not hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I know that sounds strange to some people, but I guess it was just like acting out a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? And I know somebody will use this against me, but I'm not saying it. But to me, it was the therapy. It helped. You know. Mary's a big help to me too, because when I first come here, man, she'll tell you I was so messed up. Just you know, it is way different, honey. It really is. You know, and people don't understand, or they do, but they don't. You know, does that make sense? 2000, 2012 to 2000, probably 13 ish, maybe a little after 2013. I didn't leave my house. I was just so depressed about everything. I just, you know, and it sucks when you get to the point where you don't even want to get out of bed. You know, it's tough. And people have been horrified, when I said I thought about doing dumb stuff, for the longest time during that period, and they're like, well, how can you even think like that? And then, well, what stopped you? Well, my kids. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that to my children. I couldn't do that to my family. I couldn't do that to my friends. You know? What's up, not? What's up, Grim? Some of mine may be, and I'm not going to lie about it, some of mine may be side effects from the stuff that I used to do when I was younger, being addicted, and some of the shit that I used to do. I think that has some to do with it for sure. You know, I'd be foolish not to think that, but I think it does has affected in some way. I don't know. I didn't tell them I was going live or anything. I figured maybe they'd get the notification or whatever, but you never know. Sometimes I just want to come on here and just have a serious talk like I'm, just cut and things, like I said, it really does help. I don't it don't always have to be about auditing or bad cops or you know what I mean? Sometimes and I know there again, it's not the most popular thing, but I enjoy it. I like being friendly with everybody, and the way I look at it, if people want to use it against me, then go right ahead. You know what I mean? I mean, they're going to anyway, and I'd like rather just let them people hear it from me instead of well, and then if that way, if a troll puts it out there or something other, then I can just say, well, hey, everybody can say, well, he told that in his life. He didn't hide it from anybody, you know. Yeah, I'm bipolar. Yeah, I suffer from PTSD, anxiety. I could just go on, but I don't want people feeling sorry for me. It's not that. I just feel like, exactly, that's what I was just fixing to say, Mountain Girl. Venting helps. It really does. And I'm not trying to turn this into a therapy session either, guys. I'm just chatting in general. Ooh. That taco salad was talking to me. That's what we had for supper tonight. We fried up some hamburger meat, cut up some lettuce and stuff, and took some tortilla chips and mixed it all together with a little ranch, a little sour cream, and yeah. Oh, yeah. It was good. My little Chihuahua helps, She's always right here beside of me. As you can tell, I love that dog and she loves me. It's good to have, you know, some kind of a therapy animal, I think. "38 minutes later, I get the notification that I've gone live. Nice. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate that. Thanks for telling me that I'm live. Yeah, it's supposed to be down to I think it's supposed to be down to in the 40s tonight. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Tomorrow's not supposed to be very high. It's supposed to be like 58 degrees tomorrow. So very true. Where you going, Charlie? My German Shepherd walked up here and he was fixed to head back towards the other bedroom. I said, "Where are you going, Charlie?" And he turned around and went back downstairs. I guess he didn't know where he was going either. Shoot, that's good sleeping weather, 46 degrees. It's 57 here, and I've got the air conditioner and the fan on, so. Yeah, he's probably just checking on me. That's that big German Shepherd. Oh, dang, Grim. Sorry about the train, guys. Seem to get one every once in a while. That's what happens when you live not too far from a train station. Man, I'll tell you what, I'll be glad when tomorrow gets over with. Kids will go back to school Monday. They've been out on fall break. Yay! Back to school. Well, I went back to school once. Shoot. I don't even think I'd want to go back to school now.
Morning. Well, it's morning here. How are you, Diddlin?
What's that?
How are you diddling? That's a new expression for you. In other words, how are you doing?
Oh, hanging in there like a loose hair in a biscuit.
That sounds all right to me.
What I do for fun, I buy storage units and go through them.
Well, I wouldn't say that you came on here for fun. Get people like me coming up. Say hello to Mountain Girl, Northwoods Press, Hey Honey, and everybody else, and anybody lurking in the background.
It's been pretty quiet tonight. Maybe after that hour-long video I put out, maybe nobody just wants to come up here and talk to me or talk, you know.
I've not seen that. When did you put that out?
About an hour ago.
About an hour ago.
Yeah. It was on Mr. I don't have a Purple Heart.
Oh, good.
It was dove into some deep shit, man.
I shall give that a watch later on.
It showed a lot of his criminal records and court dockets, and
nice.
It explained why he got off on a technicality. And
is that a recent case or an older case?
Just the one where he supposedly canceled somebody's birthday.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, and it did go into. You'll just have to watch it. It goes into deep. I stole the live stream and added a little this and that to it, but
that's all right. No harm in doing things like that. It makes it your own.
Yep.
You know? And as long as it's factual, there shouldn't be any issues.
Right.
Well, I don't think there should be. But I'm not YouTube.
I will say, and part of it, they talked about he had stole. He was charged with it and found guilty, I think. Maybe not guilty, but I think he was charged with it. I don't know if he was found guilty or not. I don't remember what the court paper said, but he stole some firearms, and I found a picture on his Facebook of him holding said firearms.
Firearm wrangler.
That's smart. You know, that's smart. That's smart.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Any alleged thief who goes out and then displays the alleged things that he's supposed to have hijacked, relocated. Yeah, that's the mastermind at Criminal at Work. That
yeah,
putting it out on Facebook. Absolutely. It's too early for me to start going woo woo.
Right. I mean that's just. I mean, I can't understand. That's some America's dumbest criminal shit there.
Wills. Sorry.
Yeah. Look, let's just go out and commit a felony and then post pictures of it on Facebook. Allegedly.
I've just realized I've got a purple keyboard. No, seriously.
I don't have a purple keyboard.
I do.
But she don't know me. Are you? Oh, that's a nice little storage unit right there. Oh, what is that stuck in the back? Oh. Hello, Alyssa. How are you, dear? That's some nice looking furniture in there. Huh. I like antique furniture.
Hi, Alyssa.
Allegedly. I could like a lot of things.
Now everybody says hello, hello, hello. Oh, Mountain Girl, why are you putting purple in? You're doing that just to wind people up. Because if you are, it's funny.
Just got done eating dinner. What'd y'all have? We had taco salad for dinner. And that wasn't alleged. That's a fact.
Yeah, it's strange actually. I'm gonna have to get used to the way that you guys talk about food when I go over, because you talk about dinner, supper, etc.
Yeah, but I like to eat, so.
Well, I do, but I tend to only eat once a day. So for me, that's like breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, after supper,
Yeah.
etc., all in one go. Nightmare could have a purple keyboard. He could.
See, I don't know.
You could get a purple laptop. Sorry.
See that? Look at that lamp in there that's in that storage unit.
Ah.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a lamp in the background, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks rather nice.
Yeah. I like storage units.
I like old stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
That's probably because I am.
Oh no, I left my camera on.
Oh dear. Oh, what a shame. I've been accused of not having a camera on. It means that I'm somebody else, but that's the point.
Screenshot this, Frauder Troll.
Where did that come from?
Call me crazy. Angry Vet.
All right.
And Frauder the Troll did screenshot it. Now he uses it as part of his intro. I figure if I do it enough, he might use me as I might be special. And he might use me in his intro, allegedly.
Right, you're just jealous because somebody else is in his intro.
Yes, I'm absolutely jealous. I want to be in his intro. Hurts my feelings that I'm not.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm starting to be really upset. Not.
The agony. The pain.
The mental stress.
But I don't have a purple troll.
Oh. No, it could be arranged. Mushrooms in the building.
Hey, I've seen some. Never mind. Allegedly.
Now. How you doing, Mushroom?
Ooh, it looks like a mess, but I like it.
Oh, you're talking about the storage unit.
Yeah. See, it's a double stack washer and dryer combo.
Why not just, well, I'm sorry, but logically, you just buy a washing machine that does both. Washer dryer.
You got kicked by a cow?
How's the cow?
Ouch.
Sorry.
What was he doing to the cow?
Allegedly.
Okay, you may not want to answer that. Why do people put food in storage units? Don't they realize that causes mice?
I'm starting to feel sorry now for the cow. What type of cow? One with 4 legs. His leg has a dent. It's probably...
Hey, them some yellow shoes.
Bloody Nora.
And
really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but I bet they'd sell good on eBay. They're Nike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. I tell you what, if it was the color purple, it'd be funny.
Yeah, that would be funny, wouldn't it?
I bet Levi's first in the queue.
Like some purple shoes.
I don't have any purple shoes.
But I don't have any purple shoes.
I'm going to have to stop being like this first thing in the morning. My wife will think I'm absolutely loony. Well, I am, but that's not the point.
Yeah. You know, we all got to be something. I used to tell everybody, well, we all got to believe in something. I believe I'll have another beer. That's what I used to tell everybody. Of course, it was true too. Look at the damn TV in there. If it works, it'd be all right.
I watched a few videos on YouTube about storage units, Storage Wars, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And it took me a while, but I actually figured it out, what it was all about.
Yeah, we've got videos up. If you go back, and you can see some of the storage units that we've bought and went through. Some of them good, some of them not. But I just enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's like modern day treasure hunting to me.
Can someone have a word with Mushroom, please? Putting obscene things in the chat. Purple hearts.
Oh hell. For the lost pallets, yeah, they're okay. They're okay too. The pallets.
You can buy Amazon pallets of stuff that's been returned.
Yes, you can,
and you can make some money out of that. Obviously, it depends on what it is because you have no idea because they're all.
This is the actual one that I'm watching. That's why I was checking it. Is this one right here? Yeah.
So what do you do? Do you bid on them?
Yeah.
In the same way, yeah.
Yeah.
And bidder wins. So
yeah. I like doing it live. That's fun too. But there's not many live storage auctions, so you have to buy them online. Let me look at the picture. Hold on. Oh yeah, I love them with tools and stuff like that in them.
Have you come across many which have got trolls in?
Has what?
Trolls. Not
no,
tools,
I hadn't seen
trolls.
Many trolls. But we did buy one storage unit that had a lot of baseball stuff in it, man. That was really nice. Ouch. It looks like that hurts. I can't show that on YouTube though. But shit, I've cut myself worse than that shaving though. Let me download this picture and I'll cover it up and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're going to have to, I was going to say you'd have to make it anonymous.
Yeah.
Just to protect the innocent cow.
So I don't get in trouble. YouTube frowns upon stuff sometimes, allegedly. Damn YouTube. Let me see here. Where did it go? There it is.
It was hang on. It was a female longhorn that did that.
Oh, nice.
I still want to know what he was doing to the cow because they don't normally kick out. They did, unless they feel threatened. So he must have got too close. Can't blame the silly cow for doing that. She was only defending herself, allegedly. But seriously, I do hope the leg mends. Could have been worse. It could have been a clean break. Bruising, etc., can be worse than a break. Oh, right. Okay. He was loading onto a trailer. Yes, the cow didn't want to go up. That's fair enough. Sometimes people think that I'm a cruel, heartless person. I was going to say something else, but it's not my stream. The truth is, at times I can be, and at other times, definitely not.
Oh wait, change that color. They might actually think that's fucking blood. I mean, yeah. We don't want YouTube thinking that.
I've seen pictures of. Oh, right, that's better. I've seen pictures of blood on YouTube, so it's for educational purposes only, folks. At no time should you get so close to a cow that it kicks out, because otherwise you may get damaged.
Yeah, see, like that. That's
that's not a lot.
No.
Purple.
Yes, I did use purple.
Purple blood. Oh, it's going to cause agony for a couple of days, and he's got any sense, he'll play on it for a bit. A bit like people who have man flu. Talking of which, how are you feeling today?
Who, me?
Yeah. You said you were coming down with a touch of man flu.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay today.
Oh, good.
Not as bad as I was yesterday.
I know. I know it's. I know that man flu is bad because your other half always ends up doing everything for you. So there's no change sometimes. Allegedly.
Right. Yesterday I was all depressed and shit, and just just.
Did the life help you? Did the life help you?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's it. Guys, anybody who has any sort of chronic depression, it can just hit you for no reason. Well, there is a reason, obviously, but you just suddenly go downhill. It's as if the tablets aren't working. And it's even worse when you don't take the tablets for one day. It's like doing cold turkey. And I'm speaking from experience. So I have found that YouTube helps.
Yeah, I was telling everybody earlier, sometimes I get sometimes with depression and shit like that, I get in a bad spot, and
what you going to do? The way I deal with it is not necessarily the way other people should deal with it. So I won't say that it's definitely a good idea, but one of the things I do is either come onto YouTube and rant, or I rant at a wall, because at least the wall doesn't rant back.
Yeah, I just don't ever want to get back to where I was before, where I didn't come out of my house and shit like that. You know what I mean? Just completely close off.
We all have good days. We all have bad days. Some worse than others. But at the end of the day, virtual friends do help.
Yep.
The chances
Absolutely.
of me ever meeting nightmares in person is very, very slim.
What's up, Indy? Hurry back, Mountain Girl.
Buddy, how you doing? Indy, you late to
I
the
don't know. You're
party?
coming to the States next year, but I don't think that I might not have a little money and make a trip. As long as it's summertime, I don't do the cold very well.
No, I'm coming over, in the cooler time, only because I don't like the heat. It drives me nuts. Even more nuts than I am now. I'm very miserable when I'm overheated. Some people say that I do my best work when I'm do we say, and temperatures are high. Because I don't give a crap.
Yeah, I don't like being too hot. I can't stand that shit.
Well, I have to convert back to Fahrenheit when you talk about your temperatures. It's ridiculous. We use Celsius and we shouldn't do, but, you know.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, Celsius.
I can understand Fahrenheit. You know. Now, when I look out the window, I know whether it's hot or cold because I can see there's ice on car windows. There's they've got ice on. I know it's cold. Also, the heating kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have the, you would call it an apartment, I call it a flat, but I keep it at the same temperature all the time.
Yeah, I can't. I'm my body's so messed up. I'm hot natured anyway. I stay hot pretty much all the time. And yeah, hell, it has to get down cold before it really bothers me and makes me want to put hell, it's like 55 degrees right now, and I've got the air conditioner and the fan on.
Indy. That's all. I feel sorry for Indy. There's no other mods in the channel, so he's got to drop his own. Thanks for dropping all the links. Do appreciate it.
Mushroom Manny singing "Ride, Sally, Ride." I can't see me loving nobody but you. Oh, sorry, had a moment. I digress. Allegedly.
Who is Long Sally? There's a question. So, when you wake up later on today, have you got any plans to do anything?
Not right at the moment, I don't think.
No, the only thing I'm going to do is get a couple of cats. Like yesterday, they were driving me nuts. One of them decided to knock a dish on the floor that broke. I wasn't too pleased.
Oh no!
Then one of the kittens is morning PK.
Hello, PK.
Decided to jump up onto the sides and hijack the meat that was defrosting.
Oh no!
Then after that, right, learned how to get a lid off the slow cooker. I mean, there was nothing in it, but that's not the point. I'm thinking that's far too intelligent, and what would happen if he had thumbs? Jesus, that would drive me nuts.
Yeah, we had to put a couple of cats outside for that very same reason. I mean, they still get fed and everything, and they like being outside, but I just can't have them in the house, you know, doing shit like that, just tearing shit up and getting into shit.
Well, I think once he's had his nuts chopped off, he might start to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get him into the vets as soon as possible. I mean, what is he? He's 4 months old now, so it's the equivalent of being a teenager.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with these two. They're in that teenage years.
So of course he's into everything, and the other kid just follows. It's strange, actually, or maybe not so strange. But I've got a male and female kittens from the same litter, and the female follows the male around and follows what he does. Right?
Yeah.
But the female has also got attached herself to me. So wherever I go, she follows. And then when I do settle down to go to sleep, she's there nudging her head into my neck.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's a vampire because she nips. I don't think it's deliberate. I think she's just trying to lick my neck. But Jesus, it's the way she just burrows her head into my chin. You know, it's funny.
Sometimes sleeping at nighttime around here is like an act of Congress. I get my little Chihuahua up here. She'll crawl down at underneath the covers and get right in the bend of my legs. The cat will get up on my hip, and the German Shepherd will come in here and make me move over more towards Mary and lay on one side and wants to lay flat on his back with his legs up in the air.
Yeah. My staff does that. She's grown up with kittens, so she's used to the cats.
Yeah.
However, she is the boss. When she wants to get on the bed, she just jumps up and nudges gently. Any kittens or cats, or the 2 older cats, don't bother. They just look at her as if, say, you dumb animal. But yeah, she insists on taking up the bed.
Oh, hell, these cats are. The white cat in here will let the German Shepherd tote her around. He don't never hurt her, but he'll pick her up and he'll tote her all through the fucking house.
Yes, PK, I would hate it if my cats could talk or if I could understand them.
Yeah, you might not like what they had to say.
The male kitten's called Thor, and he's starting to recognize his name now. Little bastard. I mean, Thor.
What are you doing, Chihuahua? Huh? What are you doing, Chihuahua? Huh? What are you doing?
Hey, it could be worse. You could have a dog that's a handbag dog, but at least it's not. Well, fit in a handbag unless it's a dirty, great big one. Oh, there she goes, licking.
What? I know I love you too. What are you doing? Yeah. Okay. What?
What? Little critter.
Yeah. Okay. Calm down. Shh. Calm down. Calm down. You got too excited there. Calm down. Shh. Calm down. Relax. You're okay. You're okay. Okay. You're all right. Calm down. There you go. No, calm down. No, calm down. Calm down. There you go. You're better now. You got too excited, didn't you? Yeah, you just got too excited. Yeah. You just got too excited. Yeah. Just got too excited. Yeah. I just got too excited. Yeah, her did. Her just got too excited. Yeah, her did. Her just got too excited. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was your fault.
Yeah. I have that effect on females sometimes.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly.
You want to be careful, you know, what you say, especially when you're holding an animal.
Yeah, I know, right?
People take it the wrong way.
Probably.
Clip that, Border Patrol.
Yeah. Screenshot this, Border Patrol.
Oh,
Hi, Angel.
You're not going to get that in the intro. Angel K, how you doing? Oh, you didn't have to do that, but it's most appreciated.
Glad you stopped by. Glad you hit that like button. I had to turn that camera off. I was going to break the screen on the TV.
Okay, didn't have no purple hearts. Do you know what? I would hate YouTube to change that to a purple heart. Indiana, why don't you come up and say hello, instead of sitting there, dropping the links? But there again, someone's got to do it.
He's being a moderator today. That's good. It's always nice when people drop links for everybody and say hello and all that good stuff. Hello, Jennifer. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, shit. Please tell me I didn't miss your son's birthday party today.
Yeah, don't tell him that he missed it. He'll be upset, Jennifer. On a more serious note, I hope he didn't. He'll feel bad.
Doing good. Doing better than I was yesterday. I was up there at your work earlier in the day. God damn it. I swear I'd lose my brain if it wasn't attached to me.
Who said it was attached to you?
Well, it's somewhere.
Little toe?
Allegedly.
Well, Jennifer, I'm glad that you're A-okay. And you got through the day in work. Over here, it's early hours of the morning, but that's not unusual to find me on here. It's all about the time difference.
Yeah, you can't help that.
No. You're 6 hours behind. I mean, they say time travel isn't possible, but I actually think it is. All I need to do is to go to America and relive the same hours of the flight, that is.
So what does it look like in the future?
Sorry, what?
I said, what does it look like in the future? It's Sunday there.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of the archangels already, so it's a day of rest, allegedly. Thank you. I'd appreciate that. You might even nip over when we do a live. I wouldn't recommend a Monday unless you're into freedom of speech and protecting your rights. But on a Friday, usually it ends up, well, it's usually me taking the pistols out of anything and everything. But this Friday it was roast grim night. I had a couple of friends who had strange accents, allegedly, taking, tickling my ribs. Let's put it that way, because it was funny. Because I say, if you can't take it, don't dish it. I dish a lot of it out.
Alyssa said the cat just scared them. Oh, that's nice.
Well, it was for the cat.
I got scared by some kitty once.
hang on. Wait a minute. I've got no talking to me. I can't say anything. I've got to be careful. Like I say, it's not my channel. I have a duty of responsibility. Allegedly.
Angel said no comment.
Could be worse. So, how did the cat scare a human?
It opened the door behind himself. Oh, well, that's nice.
Wouldn't it be nice if cats actually closed doors behind them?
Yeah.
Yeah. They can open them, but they can't shut them.
It could be worse. You could have been in the middle of doing your thing and the damn thing staring at you.
It's even worse when you got 4 bleeding cats in the bathroom. Believe me. It's funny, actually. It's like, what the hell?
We had a cat before it passed away and everything that would go in here and use the toilet. She'd climb right up on that joker and just do her business.
Free Speech Monday, they're going to try and punish me for exercising it. Yeah. Let me know how you get on with that, my friend, if you can. PK, be interesting.
It's Nightmare's brother. Yeah, see, our cat's name is Nightmare.
Is that where the logo came from, or is it just that you called
Absolutely not. Not Mary. We used to talk on CB radio, and she went by Nightmare. That's where it came from.
Right. And it was she? Obviously not for you, but
yes, definitely was a nightmare. We used to raise all kinds of hell and discontent. Allegedly.
Mushroom. My black cat teleports in the shadows.
Also, she has a cat with 6 toes on each foot of her paws. Oh,
well. As we're sort of divulging cats' names, I'll tell you what my cats are called. Okay. The eldest is called Loki. She's a black cat. And she was, when she was very young, into mischief. Now she just, when she feels like it. Then there's the next eldest. He's called Mischief because he was just like Loki. And then we got the 2 kittens. Thor and Adelphi. They're all sorts of named one way or another after the so-called Norse gods.
Yeah, we got a cat named Nightmares. We've got a cat named Mean Ass. We got a cat named Fat Ass, Diablo, and Mr. P.
Oh, I do like. I like the names.
The big male black cat, I call him Fat Ass. I'm like, what are you doing, Fat Ass?
And then Fat Ass looks at you and go, what the hell are you asking that stupid question for? Or I don't answer questions.
He usually just comes up and like if you ignore him, he'll grab you. He'll grab you with his paw, and then he'll bite you until you pet him. He wants to be petted.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't know whether you've noticed this, but you can own a dog, but you can't own a cat. A cat owns you.
Exactly.
They make the decision to stay with you. They also make the decision to leave you for whatever reason. Usually if there's something strange going on in the house that they don't understand. And
then I've got the dogs a little bit, Angel, and Charlie.
I've only got one dog. I didn't name her. We inherited her, so to speak. We rescued her. She's 9 and she's called Princess. And I would say that that's what she is. A little princess at times.
Yeah. I had a Siamese cat named Princess. I love that little cat to death.
We've had her now for 2.5 years, maybe 3. And just recently, because it's we've had, we order food in and you get the knock at the door. Now, if it's dark, she barks loudly.
Mm-hmm.
And I always turn around to her and say, "Good girl. Now shut up." And she does. She's funny. I wouldn't. They're all part and parcel of our family.
Yeah, Charlie I got from my daughter, Alyssa. Alyssa gave us Charlie, and I wouldn't trade him for the world, man. He's a good dog. Annoying sometimes, but he's a good dog.
I'm an animal lover because I'm not a people person. If you ever met me, you would turn around to me and say, "I don't want to meet you again," because I'm exactly the same in real life as I am on here.
Yeah, me too. I'm an asshole.
Oh, no, not an asshole. I'm intelligent.
Any dog named Charlie is always a good boy. Good.
The difference between me and other people is I know I'm intelligent, whereas they only think they are.
Yeah, I don't claim to be intelligent. I just, yeah.
Well, I just use wit, and it's the lowest. It's the lowest form of humor, but the highest sense of intelligence. They say. Kay, Angel Kay, how dare you? Stop it! Stop swearing. Well, all I'm saying now is purple hearts. But I don't have a purple heart.
I have banged out 9 surgeries in 8 years.
You have?
Mm-mm.
Allegedly.
I've only had, let's see, my back, neck. I had a hernia removed and my knee surgery.
PK, we can discuss anything on Monday night, and if you want to talk about why you were up in front of the bench, yes. After Friday, I'm hoping to have some of our American friends come into the chat, or at least watch the show. It'll be 8:15 on Monday night UK time. I am not going to try and convert it, but in most cases over in the States, it'll be in the afternoon. So if people are working, I can understand not being able to get across. However, I don't delete streams, so please go back and watch it. I keep getting told off, actually, for leaving streams up that are a bit controversial. But only by the trolls. Nobody that matters. I've got a question for you.
What's that?
As an auditor, right, if you get arrested for any reason, right, do you think that the anti-auditors should use that as an excuse to talk about you and to put out your real name, etc.?
Now, run that by me again.
Okay, as an auditor, right, if you get arrested, right, do you think that the anti-auditors should be allowed to use that against you? And I'll put an ad in here as content for themselves, right, and then give out your real name.
Well, they probably shouldn't, but they do. And I've gave up gave out my real name so much that it probably wouldn't bother me, but it probably does bother other people.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you do get one of the things I like about you, Nightmare, is that you do give out your real name, although very few people call you it on YouTube. It's usually the anti-auditors that do. Well, one in particular I can think of. But their argument is it's public record, and they can get that through freedom of information. Whereas over here, unless you were convicted, you can't get that information.
Right.
But
it's funny that they don't never give out their real name. Why don't they? Oh wait, I know why they don't. Because you got scumbag like Frauder Wrangler, that's hiding shit.
Well, hiding the fact that they didn't get through basic training, various other things as well. They openly admit to calling the police on 11 separate occasions. They know all my details. Well, yeah, I mean, this is the trouble, BK. I have people who, I've been accused of being somebody else when I'm not. I've had people who have tried to do research on me, and they keep drawing a blank because they can only go back to around about 1745. And then they turn around and they have the cheek to say that I'm old, or I'm a dead man walking. I think the worst thing they ever said was that I was a boring old fart. And I have to agree.
Good night, Alyssa. Love you, honey.
Good night, Alyssa. Have sweet dreams and all the rest of it. And make sure you check under the bed that you've got no trolls lurking.
Yeah, trolls under your bed's not good.
Unfortunately, yeah, they are real. I've seen a few in real life.
I was married to one. Her mother-in-law was worse.
Yeah, but usually they live under a bridge.
Allegedly.
They hide behind their badge number or collar number. Yeah, that's true. The problem I find with the police in general is they think that they're protected because they've got a badge. Or over here we have collar numbers, and they're all called, right here.
Yeah, right here.
Or can't you read? That's another one that they use. Forgetting about the Equality Act for starters, that not everybody is able to see clearly or read. So you still have to say it in a spoken word so that you meet the equality laws.
Yeah, they get so hung up on themselves that they don't think that they have to identify themselves, but they want you they want your ID. It's like a drug to them. First thing they ask for is your ID.
It's like crack. They're as if they're on crack. They need it. They have, and they get withdrawal systems when you say no.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the only time that actually, there's two occasions in the UK where you have to surrender your ID. Right. First one is at a traffic stop, where you only have to show them your ID, proof of insurance, and an MOT certificate on your vehicle, right? You don't have to give it them. You only have to show them. But the other time is when a police officer turns around and says, under Section 50 of the Criminal Justice Act, you are required to give me your identification, which is true, because if you fail to, they have the power of arrest.
Wow.
And they abuse that all the time because they turn around and say, I mean, to be honest, you can turn around and say, I'm Joe Blogs and my date of birth is 25th of the 12th, 0000. I mean, they may turn around to you and say that's a load of horse twaddle, but they could also turn around and arrest you for giving false information. But yeah, what's that mushroom? I thought about you auditing in America. I think your fancy accent would make people believe you. Listen, don't listen. I think the police would turn around and go, due to the American Anglo-English agreement, we're going to leave you alone. I doubt it, though. Be interesting.
And then, all I can say is that my life is pretty plain, and I like watching puddles gather rain. I just seen another video that just pissed me off.
Well, stop watching them. What was it?
They painted a cat blue.
Okay. Don't tell me it was a police cat.
No, it was just a cat. I don't know why the hell that's a thing now, but people running around painting pets blue. Let me catch somebody painting a fucking cat and see if I don't, or a dog. I'm gonna go to jail allegedly. Foods to avoid after age 50.
Most foods, unless it's liquidized. I don't know. I still like eating steak, although I do find it difficult. But I still love steak. I just don't like barbecue sauce. You're right, PK. We can't play with the coppers the way that the Americans do, But what you can say is that you're 14. If you're a 41-year-old migrant, well, yeah, because you've got no papers. Allegedly. But when I come over, and because I am hoping to be able to get out to do at least one audit, I'll do that live just to see what the copper's reaction is when they ask for ID, because I'll turn around and say, is that a legal requirement? Of course, me just being from the UK, of course, they'll start wondering what the hell it is I'm talking about, probably, because they won't understand the accent.
Yeah,
what type of facility do you have in mind? Well, please. Yeah. Hello, smart ass. I'm in Indiana. How are you doing?
Hey, how's my bitch doing?
Don't know. Nightmare, how you doing?
Huh?
I don't think you got it, Grim.
No.
I didn't hear you. You have to understand I'm on a lag. I don't hear people until they've been in here like 10, 15 seconds or better.
Okay. So let's start again for those who didn't hear. Hello, smart ass. I'm in Indiana. How are you?
Oh.
And he replied, how's my bitch doing? And I said, I don't know. Indiana, how you Nightmares, how are you doing?
Oh.
Well, allegedly, he's suggesting that you were his bitch.
Good luck with that.
Actually, I was talking about you, Grim.
Sorry? I'm a trifle deaf. Can you say that louder?
I was actually talking about you, Grim.
Exactly. That's the reason why I deflected it, because unlike you, I have an intelligent answer.
I know.
one day people will realize, do not pick on the Grim Reaper, especially in the early hours of the morning.
Don't fear the Reaper. Oh,
Well,
allegedly.
Coppers should. And definitely trolls.
I like trolls with barbecue sauce.
Actually,
I put that shit on everything.
they would find a reason to find me. Well, yeah, they can try. I'd have to pay the fine, though. The only thing I can think of, I'd be driving down the road on the wrong side because I'm not used to driving on the left.
To the left, to the right.
The left, right, left.
So where did you find this video
What video?
of that cat?
Oh,
Just go into YouTube and type blue pets.
Yeah, no thanks.
what? You mean it's a thing?
Yes, it's an actual thing. Yeah,
I remember a few
people
years
are actually going around painting these animals and leaving them for dead.
Well, A, they need to be painted all over and then put on public display for doing it. Secondly, no, I mean, I can remember a craze a few years ago where people were breaking a hole in bread and putting it around a cat's neck, you know. At least doesn't hurt him, you know. Still dumb.
Yeah, that's messed up.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
Oh,
I think that's a good
Indiana
idea.
P sitting down. Is that allegedly, or is that just somebody's name?
No, I think that's somebody's name.
Oh,
Yeah, they think it's funny, but it's not. I don't
It
get
won't
it.
let them change their name for another 3 days.
Yeah. You could have just made another account, like you made that one. Oh, shit.
okay. So that account was made on the 24th of September 2023, and it belongs to EBT without permission. They have no videos. And they have no subscribers. I shall let you decide whether that person is a troll or whether they're actually.
No, I know who they are. They just hadn't changed their name yet. They're actually pretty cool.
Well, I didn't want to read out the full name, which I saw. That's down to the individuals. But anyway, allegedly, we're stating that that states that you've been witnessed sitting down while you pee. And can I point out that there's no wrong, there's no right or wrong way. It's just traditionally males stand up to pee.
Yeah, most men they
choose that.
Shit.
No, I usually do that when you sit down.
Exactly.
However, we're all human beings and we should all be treated fairly. Well, that's the thought for the day, folks.
So, Nightmare.
PK prefers to sit.
Yes.
Are you willing to talk about what was so wrong or upsetting yesterday? Or you just don't want to bring it up? Because I have no idea. It's up to you.
just everything,
I'm just wondering.
everything, just my mental health. But I feel better now.
Yeah.
I was just upset about everything. It just everything in general.
You have days like that, though. That's what I'm saying. You have days like that.
When you're so damn mad at you're just mad at the whole fucking world, you know, sometimes.
Sometimes you feel as though the world is against you, but it isn't actually the world that's against you. You know, it's just your perception. There we go, folks. There's a couple of males, allegedly, who sit down to have a pee. And the reason behind it is that you get more out. Also means that your bollocks can get washed at the same time. Think about that one.
I'd have to disagree with you on the thing you said earlier
What's that?
about feeling like you have no fucking purpose in this world. I feel that all the time.
Well, you do have a purpose.
What? Take care of my cat.
Take care of your cat. Take care of yourself. Fight for people's rights and your own rights.
Which I can't really do right now because of my medical issues.
But you are talking. You're still involved. You're still active.
Yes, honey.
What say honey saying?
She put at Nightmares Auditors, and I said, yes, honey.
I don't know what's going on with my phone, but there we go.
Well, we have urinals over here in public facilities.
There's a lot of tube socks. So
yeah, tube socks are just having fun. They're a special kind of troll.
But there's so many of them.
There he is.
We have to look after.
There's a tube sock. There's a tube sock 1. There's a tube sock 2. There's a tube sock all the way up to freaking I don't even know.
Do we care about what the trolls say? I mean, can the trolls actually hurt people?
And you don't know this one as well as you think, James. Because this one was just created less than a month ago.
There's always going to be people who try and piss us off. Yeah. Someone say troll, yeah, and John turns up. Hello, John. How you doing, mate?
Then you got tube sock. You got a 10-second timeout.
Oh no!
10 seconds. 10-second timeout.
You timing people out?
Just tube sock for 10 seconds. What's up, buddy? What's up, John? See, he's back already, probably. If he wanted to.
I mean, 10 seconds.
There you go. All right. Yeah. I have nothing against chili, but seriously, I would really like to see. I wasn't joking the other day. I would really like to see a video with a legit, not a video someone made, but a real cop pulling someone over, and they're using that damn trifold to see that it works. Because I've heard multiple from multiple different sources.
Hello, John.
They've tried using it and it does not work.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I seen
And-
Chili use it. I've actually seen a video of Chili using it, and the cop didn't know what to say.
Okay, can someone translate for the uninitiated in this area?
It
Trifold?
has a bunch of like it. It says it. You put your ID in it and your proof of insurance, and then it has like different case laws and things like that.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So
And it just basically tells the cops what they can and can't do. It's just another way of remaining silent without having to talk to them.
Yeah, I have seen auditors do that. The very basic information, and then of course you got the legislation that backs it up, or case law. Yeah, I have seen that. It's not just Chile who's used it. There's quite a few that have used it. I actually think it's a good idea because they look at it and they go, wasn't expecting that. Trifold is laws. Well, thank you for explaining. I do appreciate that. I hate it when people start talking about something.
Doesn't he have a second one? He has more than one. There's like 2 of them, I think.
Well, I've seen people point to their eye and give them a D. There's my ID.
I'm sorry, Tube Sock. I was just joking around with that 10-second timeout. So that's why it was only for 10 seconds.
You give somebody the blueness and they abuse it, just like a copper. Are you in training?
Well, if I wanted to abuse it, man, I'd go to his old lives and shit and just start going rogue.
Yeah.
I'm not
going
like
rogue.
That.
Right,
Hell no. No, I don't want rogue shit.
You heard it here first. Indy is going rogue. Click that.
I'm not going rogue. I have enough issues right on the internet right now with people spreading lies.
Lies cannot hurt you, neither can the truth.
But I don't have a purple trifold.
Well, it's kind of funny though when this person has been here longer than me thinks that she's like the mod of
Andy, why do you let shit like that bother you for, dude? Just let it go. Fuck.
Yeah. Got to hold on to it because it's the fact.
Don't let it put a bird.
Because it's affecting the people the way look at me in this part of the.
So you know what? You have that person's number.
Call them. 1A community.
You have that person's number. Call them and have a conversation with them.
I don't have an enemy anymore.
What about if we open up a neutral venue virtually and invite both of you in, and you have a debate? You have 20 minutes to.
I would love to do that, but I really doubt that she would.
And then you got 20 minutes to rebut or state what you believe to be the truth, and we let the audience decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't mind hosting that in a private area because you couldn't really do it on YouTube. It wouldn't be fair. Although I've seen it done on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, it was very strange, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to do that, you know.
Well, anytime you want to set it up and make contact with the other person, see if they're interested in doing it, or even publicly announce that you wish to do that, and let's see what happens. But the thing is, you've got to be like Teflon. Don't let anything stick. It's only somebody being an idiot at the end of the day, potentially. If there's truth in it, then that's fair enough. They should bring the proof to the table.
Oh, I must have contact or whatever. But I know that this person would never show up because this person I know is 100% knows that everything that she said is 100% false.
Well, there you go. The evidence will be in the proof of the pudding. If you don't want to, if they can't, not turning up, then obviously it's also a load of horse crap. There you go.
Tube Socks, that's great. Brooklyn didn't steal that orange. It was found on the ground where God put it for his vitamin C. I'm sorry, but that's fucking funny.
It is actually, yes. Yes. Yeah. And I can't believe that such a big deal was made out of an orange. I mean, all right, there's a principle, I suppose, but come off it. Let's move on. Time to move on. Make jokes about it by all means, but you know, that's the problem I find with some of these so-called big stars on YouTube, right? That they call out other people for making mistake. I'm not talking about trolls. I'm talking about big stars, so to speak. Or they mention it, and that feeds the fire. Adds fuel to it, so it starts to escalate. Crying out loud, somebody made a mistake. You know, let's somebody who has actually not made a mistake ever in their lives admit to that.
Well, you know, here's the way I look at things. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it's just because I don't let shit bother me like it used to, like what, as far as people talking bad about me or saying shit about me or whatever. But you know, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and they all stink.
Yep. Yeah.
Have to be like a duck.
Why do you yell at me and say, "Hey, why does you let this bother you?" But yet yesterday you were so bothered, you know.
But it wasn't about somebody said to me. It was my personal shit that was just in my head.
Well, this is my personal shit right now too, because I have nothing else in my life right now.
Well, you shouldn't let it bother you. I mean, it's at the end of the day, you can reach over and hit that little X, and when you shut it off, it's not there anymore. Who gives a fuck?
And indeed, you do have other things in your life. It's just that you don't see them because you're in a dark place. But believe me, you will see them, and you will realize that you are an individual, and you can do whatever you want. And there's a phrase that I use quite a lot when people try to get at me, and it's basically dilly gaff. Do I look like I give a fuck? Excuse my French. Because I don't. People can say what the hell they like about me, nice things, good things, in between, whatever. I don't care.
Oh shit!
Right? It's nice when people support me. I must admit, it doesn't feed an ego because I don't have an ego. When I'm right, which is 99.9% of the time, then I'm right. But if I screw up, I'll hold my hand up, and that's it. How can you ever go at somebody who goes, actually, I made a mistake. Sorry about that. I've learned from it, and I won't do it again.
And to get it taken care of right at the very beginning.
I mean, I'm on a few lists of being banned from places, you know, because I say the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And because I say the truth, it hurts them because they don't like the truth. They can't handle the truth. Now, where did that come from? It's true. Okay, what's it? DUIs. Okay. I would be crucified by that if I made videos. Ranga is openly committing stolen valor. Yes, this is it. I mean, this is one of the things I like about Nightmares. He's open. He states what, everything that is good and everything that he's done, which is bad. The thing is, he's learned, he's grown up. That's it. It comes with age.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get some people who don't have the intelligence to grow up. There's a difference.
Allegedly.
No, that's factual.
I know.
I'm not saying who, I'm saying some. Oh, you found it. Yeah, you see, credence to Kevin Bloody Wilson. And that's where I took it from. And I like his songs. I like what he does.
I just downloaded that little clip. I'm going to use it in a video.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Be careful. There's a serious copyright on that.
That one was done by a TikToker, so it should be okay. I'll voice change it too, so it should be okay.
Yeah, as long as it's I mean, he went to Canada, right? Everything was set up, and this is true. This is a true story, allegedly, that he says, right? And he couldn't. He found out in Canada he couldn't say the word "can't." So he opened up on his tour in Canada, and the first song he did was "You Can't Say Cunt in Canada," and then listed the reasons why and what people call it, instead. Oh, that guy's got a sense of humor. But yeah, you're right. There's no point in hiding your past. Someone has it to share. Well, I don't have a past. Not the way that they would like to find out, because I've never broken the law except for once. And that was way over 20 years ago. It's actually probably 40 years ago. And I think being drunk and disorderly no longer counts because I've never repeated it. So, I have been drunk and disorderly, but never in public.
Really?
Really? And I don't drink and drive, and I don't smoke and drive. I'll smoke cigarettes and drive, but I won't smoke anything else, not even the herbal shit.
No, you don't. You're crazy.
Who is? Me? Or somebody else?
What? Yeah.
I thought Indy was talking about me.
No.
I think he was just talking in general.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. A lot of these shows, by the way, they actually have skeletons in their own closet. And they don't like it when you find out about them and you publicize it. And use the same line they use. Well, it's out there in the public domain, therefore I can use it. They hate it when you flip it back on them.
That's why I come on here and just told everybody who the hell I was, what I've done and shit. You go look it up if you don't believe, if you want to believe it or don't want to believe it, use it against me, whatever. I don't care. And then all I got to say is when you make a video about it, tell people something they don't know about me because I've said it over and over,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Don't drink and drive, smoke weed, and fly. Okay. If I'm probably one of the world's worst passengers in a car because I'm always looking out for on the road for hazards and things like this, and I get very nervous, especially when there's a female driving me.
Really?
And that's nothing against female drivers. They are statistically the safest drivers around. They very rarely get into accidents. They may cause them, but they don't actually get involved.
Yeah, him and I agree with you there, Indiana. He's a piece of shit. Both of them. I don't know, but I think Wrangler's worse than he is. I have to say, I honestly believe that.
I would have said equally.
I think Jeremiah could be saved. You can't save Wrangler. He's already too far gone.
I don't think you can save Jeremiah.
I don't. No. Yeah. Hell
It
no. You
doesn't.
cannot save
People don't
Jeremiah.
learn. Remember what I said? You can take a horse to water, you can't make it flaming drink.
Right.
You know. Right. The dog's woken up, so I'm going to have to take her out. I'll be back shortly. I'll just mute up for a while. I'll do it. Only be about 5 minutes with a bit of luck.
Jeremiah's not saved. He's not able to save. He's had too many times where he's had the same issues where he could have easily been saved just by going to court. But no, he likes to run. Then he got another chance, did the same thing. Another chance, did the same thing.
Yeah, well, now look where he's at. He's paying for it. And maybe he'll get his shit straight and do better.
Yeah, but how many times are you going to give this guy?
I ain't giving him no times. I'm just saying maybe I hope he does better.
About, like the police and all that stuff. I think how many times are they going to? It's like 3 strikes and you're out type shit, He's had way more than 3 strikes.
That's between him and the judge. That's something they'll have to figure out. I didn't commit the crimes. So, he'll either do one or two things. He'll either do better when he gets out or he'll go back to the same shit. And he'll be right back where he's at. But he'll eventually figure it out. It ain't no life for him or his daughter, either one. And if he's any kind of man at all, he'll figure it the fuck out and unfuck himself.
I didn't know you were going live today.
I didn't know I was going live either until later. After I'd put up that video and everybody was in there, and I just thought I'd go live. I don't really have a set schedule. I just want to go live. I go live.
You should have called me, man.
You comment. I'm getting comments on stuff. Yay. The trolls are trolling. Jerry is just a street can. Wrangler steals. Yeah. Right? Exactly.
What's up?
Jerry's just Jeremiah's just a street con. Wrangler, yeah, definitely unalive somebody. Good night, Northwoods.
Oh, yes, and that is not alleged.
No, I proved that with that video tonight.
What did you play? What did you play? What you had in your community page?
Yes.
With that girl and the frog.
Yeah, except for I just changed the voices and added some shit to it for YouTube purpose only. She probably wouldn't have said anything, but I don't want to get struck by YouTube. YouTube's crazy sometimes. Well, I think eventually it'll catch up with Wrangler. He's running on very thin time. I think it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, when's I thought he was supposed to have court pretty soon.
He does the end of this month, and I don't think he's going to get by with that. You can't take somebody's credit card and steal safes and take them back to your house and everything else. Which he's already admitted that he was guilty. Matter of fact, I could play that little clip. We have it on here. That he definitely admitted to it. And he can definitely be brought back up on the charges for unaliving Mr. Cameron. And I think justice will get him one of these days.
Do you think that's why? Because I watched that video earlier. And do you think that's why they went in and and made it so that they made it without prejudice?
Yep.
So they can file charges again?
Yep.
And his dumb ass probably thinks, oh, they did that because now I'm off. I'm completely off,
No, he's definitely not off. He got off on a technicality of because of two little words.
He'll be getting off when Bubba's is behind him.
Well, unfortunately, John, sometimes, shit like that takes a long time. But I have seen cases where they've tried people 40 years later for doing the same thing, and you just got to believe that the justice system will eventually catch up, man. When you get a DA that's got some balls and quit lying to the family. I mean, especially after what I've seen in the court documents and stuff about the case and shit, and where he disposed of the gun in the same manner that he disposed of the other guns that he's stolen, and just there's a lot of circumstantial evidence, and I guarantee if it went before a jury, his ass is grass.
Did you download the app I text you?
No.
Did you even look at it?
Yeah, I just don't download apps. I don't deal with enough stuff like that.
I'm just saying it's an app that gives you free apps every day.
Yeah, but I've got enough shit on my phone. I need another app on my phone like this dog needs another set of fleas. Huh. You don't even have fleas. You got a bath last night? You don't even have fleas. You just scratching to be scratching. Yeah. You just scratching to be scratching. Yeah. Need a flea collar, don't you? Huh? Maybe a garlic pill. Do you need a garlic tablet? Huh? Do you need a garlic tablet? Put some garlic in your dog food? Yeah, sometimes the wheels of justice do go flat, John. I do agree with you. I've seen it myself. And if you go back and look at some of these cases with different things, It's amazing at some of the shit people get by with. And that's why they've got, and that's another reason why they've got Jeremiah locked up and shit on 4 charges with no bonds, because he keeps running from the cops. And now they've got him, and they're probably not going to let him go until he goes to court.
And the intelligent one hasn't returned.
Oh, bitchy back is back.
Oh, shut up, you. When I want your opinion, I'll give it Indy.
Okay, brother.
Until then. I will say one thing. I used to believe in the justice system wholeheartedly until I saw people who should have gone down for life being given short sentences. And the fact that then I realized that there's no consistency in our justice system.
Yeah.
Well, I stopped believing in the justice system when they let O.J. Simpson off.
Yeah, you went for a drive.
It didn't fit. His hand didn't fit in the glove.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Bullshit. He could have easily fit that thing in.
He can't. That's the thing, John. He's not allowed to. But you know what they say, that don't stop criminals or people from having them. You know what I mean? And I'm not judging anybody. I mean, because technically,
John, according to the law, he's not supposed to have one. That doesn't mean he doesn't.
hell, look how many criminals running around, you know, these gang members and stuff that's got like fucking like 8 or 9 felonies, and every time they catch them, they got guns on them and shit, you know.
This is where you have the right to bear arms, your Second Amendment, conflicting with the justice system, where that right is removed. But there again, my argument is, if you didn't commit the crime and weren't found guilty and didn't do the time, you wouldn't have your Second Amendment right taken away from you.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's logical, you know. And if you aren't allowed to have a weapon, every time you're caught with one, then you should be, well, in fact, the first time you're caught with one, you should be thrown inside for life.
But see, there's laws around that too. Anything 1899 and back, you can own it because it's not considered a firearm according to the federal government. It's considered an antique.
Well, I'm an antique, but nobody put me in a bleeding cupboard. No, seriously. It's still capable of firing.
I still think it's they need to change the law where it's not felony, but felonies where people were committing violent crimes.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was under the impression that was the case until recently. I'd say recently, in the last couple of years. I didn't realize in some states, if you commit 3 misdemeanors, that's classed as a felony. It's like 3 strikes and you've got a bigger charge now.
Yeah,
we can put you inside.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense. But there again, if someone's driving without insurance, for argument's sake, okay, and they get caught driving more than 3 or 4, more than 3 times, I think the sentence should be.
Yeah,
to be honest, I think the sentence at the beginning should be a lot worse, because there's no deterrent just giving someone a fine and taking the license away from them.
Yeah.
Well, look at these career drug dealers and shit that they just keep catching over and over and over, and they send them to prison for a couple of years. They're out less than 18 months and shit.
Well, that's war on drugs.
You know,
Yeah, but that's the war on drugs. The idea is to get people off the streets. In the meantime, someone backfills until they come out, then they take over again. It's never going to work.
But then again, prison ain't actually teaching them anything either. You know what I mean? Because what are they teaching the criminals in prison? Hell, it's
Hey
worse.
guys, I gotta go. I got church. So
Okay. All right. No
All right.
worries, mate.
talk to you later.
Have a good one, buddy.
Bye.
Enjoy. Get some sleep.
Because the prisons are actually worse than being out on the streets. It's just as violent. You can get, matter of fact, though, it's easier to get shit in prison than it is on the street.
I've got this, and it's only a personal belief, that a lot of prisons, on both sides of the pond, are more like 5-star hotels to some of the career criminals.
Yeah.
Because they, and I say career criminals, it's just that they like the routine and they become institutionalized, and they say they hate it, but as soon as they get out, they can't wait to get back inside, and they get caught.
It's true.
You know, I mean, I've seen a headline over here in one of the so-called mainstream press, because I don't know how true it is, but judges are being told that burglars and rapists should not be sent to jail. Alternative punishment should be looked at first because we're overcrowded. However, somebody who commits a crime against a juvenile, they're classed as special offenders in the same way as terrorists are.
Yeah.
So why not include rapists in that category?
Well, that's like I said, that that guy that done that shit to my friend's 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah,
and that he done less than a year in jail for touching a 14-year-old child. You know?
Oh, there's no consistency, and this is the problem. If there'd been another judge, he might got a longer sentence, but he'd done no more than probably a sentence of 7 years. And then protected as well. That's the other thing which sort of annoys me. It's the protection they get when they go inside. Why
And
should
then
they be protected?
I know of another guy that was on his second offense for doing the same thing, and that got 5 years the first time, and the second time that he done it, he got 7 years and everything, and now he's out and everything. So when's his next time? You know what I mean?
Well, they say prison rehabilitates these people.
Yeah, bullshit.
Hang on. Because they have special courses that they can go on, but they're not forced to go on. They can go on. I'm talking about UK side, right? I've never heard of any leopard changing the spots. I've just never heard it.
Me either.
Now, if you do it once, you should be in prison for the rest of your life, because we don't agree with euthanasia, allegedly.
But Brooklyn.
But in my opinion, they should run a trial, no pun intended, to see whether or not euthanasia works. And I think that they would be prime candidates.
Mm-hmm.
That way, you can find out whether it statistically it works, whether they reoffend.
Well, and this dude tried to tell everybody, that he pled guilty to a lesser charge and everything to keep from being railroaded. I said, listen, buddy. I said, when it comes to something like that, there's no way in hell I would plead guilty to it. I mean, if you're not guilty, you're not going to plead guilty to it. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to Brooklyn Teflon Audits. How you doing, Brooklyn? I've got no time for certain crimes at all, and
Right.
I don't believe that they can ever be that person can never be rehabilitated, can be let loose back in society in any way, shape,
No, they
or
definitely
form.
can't. They shouldn't be anyway.
However, the justice system doesn't work from that point of view, because if you're an ex-copper, the most you're going to get is 7 years, even if you record it, which actually happened over here. 7 years
Well,
for raping a minor.
people like that commit that kind of crimes, they against juveniles and well, even women, and murderers and things like that. They should be put in front of a firing squad. I'm sorry.
Well,
It's
a murderer can have a justification for something, you with me, whether that be greed or whatever, right? They
Right.
can have it. I can see a justification for it. I can't see a justification for some of these sick bastards. And there's, as I say, there's no rehabilitation. Now, burglary. Oh, if somebody's desperate and for money to feed their children or the family, I can see a justification. I may not agree with it, but I can see a justification for it.
Well, yeah, if it's something like that and they can prove it's to feed their family and everything, yeah, it's wrong. But in the same respect, there should be some kind of a program to help them out and stuff.
I totally agree. I mean, the issue there is that the government's not looking after people the way they say that they are.
Right.
However, if somebody's burglarizing to feed their crack habit, the drug habit, then they should be incarcerated for quite a few years. And the only reason why I say that is that hopefully, because allegedly you can't get anything in there. I mean, I know you can, but that's not what I'm getting at.
Right.
If you're put into, for argument's sake, solitary confinement, you can't get anything. Because everything has to be checked in and out properly.
Well, I know it's changed a lot over the years, but when I was in, I could get anything I wanted. Hell, I get it easier out, and I got it easier inside than I did outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's because the guards bring it in 9 times out of 10, allegedly.
Well, yeah, because they're on the take just like everybody else. It's the corruption.
Yeah.
There again, it goes back to the government not doing what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they've let these prisons be privately run, and you got all these liberals and snowflakes that thinks, oh, well, that's cruel and unusual punishment, and blah, blah, blah. Well,
there's no deterrent.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting at. There's no deterrence for it.
Yeah.
Because now most of these prisons they go to are like damn boy camps. There's a lot of them that has PlayStations and they get pizza brought into them and all. I'm not saying they should be treated cruel, but when you're getting the same damn comforts as going to a damn halfway house, what's the point?
And what's the point of if somebody is been downloading images for argument's sake or exchanging information, for want of a better expression, with other people? Why the hell are you giving them access to the internet inside?
Right.
Just saying.
But they do. Hell, they got prisoners inside the jails or inside prisons now that are filing people's doctor bills and shit like that.
I do have an issue with the way that we treat prisoners that have done serious crimes, because even if you're given a long-term sentence, it's just like being sent to a 3 or a 4-star hotel.
Yeah.
The only reason why it's probably not a 5-star is because there's no swimming pool. However, I would say that these criminals should be in solitary confinement, which allegedly, certainly in a couple of prisons over here, they are. But they shouldn't be allowed any sort of access to television, to PlayStation and Xbox or whatever, you with me, a DVD player, Why? Why are you helping them? Why are you making their life so nice?
Right.
Because they don't learn anything. Okay,
Well,
so you know, what do? Do you only give them family certificated movies? Well, I'm sorry, but if they're in there for kiddie fiddling, they're going to get high on that shit.
yeah.
So, what's the point? And these do-gooders who adopt a criminal and become pen pals, they shouldn't be allowed. They should be cut off from society. Maybe I see this from a different perspective to other people. And maybe some people will think that my opinion and what I say and how they should be treated is too far right wing.
Well, you know, if you go back and look before shit got weird, you know, and people just lost all common sense and everything, you know, back when they actually put people in prison, you know, and the ones, I'm not talking about the murderers. I'm talking about the people that were just, you know, in there for petty crimes. When they worked on the chain gang and shit, it was a service for them and for the state that they were in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And crime wasn't as high as everybody thinks it was. I mean, it was there, but it wasn't as bad as, you know, because there was a deterrence. Nobody wanted to go work on a chain gang.
No. Well, I think from that point of view, I think you had it right. We don't allow prisoners out, full stop. We petty crime, they do this. You know, you've got to do community service and things like that. But I'm sorry, but going out picking litter on a Saturday morning for a couple of hours is not a deterrent. I mean, maybe for petty crime, maybe we should consider stronger curfew hours. Maybe that'd be a better way of doing it. And more anklet bracelets, but bracelets that you can see that can't be covered up. So if you do go out, everybody knows that you are on some sort of tag system. And they know that you are a criminal.
People have gotten smart to them damn GPS bracelets too. They figured out how to take them off, and they put them on their pets.
Maybe an implant in
Yeah.
the brain. Maybe that would help. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that, to be honest. But
yeah, you're right. You're right, John. They don't pay for the crimes. We pay them. Absolutely.
Yeah, taxpayers pays for the upkeep. It's like, I mean, I think that the UK, British government, I think they're far too soft in certain areas, and in other areas they're just so open. It's unbelievable. They invite people to rip the taxpayer off, and then turn around to other people who get caught for claiming off the state and doing a little bit of work. You know, they throw the book at them. And the people who get hurt, it's the collateral damage on that. And people don't think of this is if they're claiming for their partner and their children, they get affected as well. Because when they hit them with reduced benefits, etc., it's hitting the children and the partner, and their collateral damage, and nobody ever thinks of them.
Well, you know, and you look at it. You look at right now, just how many people that have committed heinous crimes, and they've been found guilty, and shit, and they're awaiting the death penalty. How many people are sitting right now on death row? And you know, it may be sometimes 20 years before they ever execute them. Why are we housing these people?
I think lessons from the past where people have been executed and then later on found to be but they couldn't have done it because DNA and things like that. And they have to get pardoned posthumously.
Yeah.
In the meantime, their surviving relatives, they get all the crap. They become the collateral damage. So it's a collateral. And again, I mean, I do have concerns about people who are collateral damage because there's no support for them. You have to get on with it.
Well, it's just like I've got a friend and everything. His parents were brutally, you know, and they proved within a shadow of a doubt that this guy done it because with DNA evidence and stuff like that. And he sat on death row for 15 years before he died in prison, but he didn't die because of an execution. He died of a symptom that he had while he was there. You know,
so justice was never served,
right?
In one way, it's I don't know. Some people who, I mean, I'll get talk in general sorts of terms. We had a well-known disc jockey over here who was never found to be guilty of things until after he died. Although things were reported, it was covered up. And he was a radio star, TV star. His name was Jimmy Savile. He was knighted by the Queen. And then it was found out afterwards that he committed hundreds of heinous crimes with youngsters. And he also had freedom to walk around children's hospitals during his life on Earth.
That's
because he was such a big star. He was protected by the state. So no charges were ever brought against him.
Well, it's just like Michael Jackson. People can say whatever they want to, you know. Yeah, on one hand, he was a great entertainer, but on the other hand, he was definitely a diddler. I don't give a shit what anybody says. He touched those kids just as sure as God made little green grasshoppers.
Well, opinions on that one can be divided. Opinions on the one which I was talking about, it's factual. The problem is, and this leads me into something else in a way, historical crimes that are reported don't get necessarily investigated fully. And they tend to wait until there's lots of people coming forward before they will press any charges, never mind attempt to get them into court. But then you've got the CPS, Crown Prosecution Service over here, who will look at a case and decide whether it's in the public interest or not. And when these people came forward to report Jimmy Savile while he was alive, it was deemed it wasn't in the public interest and it was buried. Now, when you've got an organization that can make things like that up, it's unbelievable.
I look at it this way on with Michael Jackson, as I was saying, you know, that's what I was going to say. Most of the time, if you're not guilty, why would you pay somebody off? You know what I'm saying? Why would you pay them to go away?
Yeah, there's so many rich people who do things like that.
Oh yeah, I know. Vince McMahon's one of them. Look at his shit. You know, he just settled a case, and allegedly, of course, you know, and look how many alleged allegations, you know, of him paying people hush money to keep quiet.
Yeah. If you have money, you can almost get away with almost anything. John, it's so true, unfortunately. If you look at any of the big leaders, or when I say leaders, I mean, I should say millionaires, stroke billionaires, they can buy anybody off because everyone's got a price somewhere. And they get, they'll have some sort of gag agreement in there as well, so you can't actually say anything afterwards, and it screws up any investigation at a later date. Because if somebody hasn't signed it, hasn't accepted it, then they're a troublemaker for that individual, and they go to, sometimes they can get sued for libel and being spreading scandal, and if they win the case, then they can't be prosecuted for it because they've won the civil case. Even if it was proved beyond a shadow of a doubt in the eyes of the law, they can't take them to court for it, even though it's criminal. Stupid. We've got a fucked up, excuse the expression, justice system.
Oh yeah.
It's like at the same time you've got people who cry rape, and it's never happened. And that person who's been accused of it, their life is turned upside down and made public, etc. Their family suffer as well as the accused. Again, collateral damage. And then you've got the people who have been found guilty. And their parents, their children, their wives or their spouses, their partners get accused of all sorts of things, yet they haven't done anything. Collateral damage.
Yeah. It's true.
That's why, I look at things from a different perspective. If you're found guilty, you're found guilty. You do the time. Simple as that. But don't go blaming other people for something that somebody else has done. They're adults. How the hell can they somebody else influence them? They have the choice. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox.
It's one of those things where, justice is supposed to be blind, but it's not. It's like he said, if you have the most money and who you know, and yeah.
That's what it's, the influences you have. Look at all the senators that have been accused and various other things. MPs in our case, Anyway, on a lighter note, so to speak, just for the low price of 99 cents, you too can become a member of Indiana. Not Indiana, I'll get it right in a minute. He's not even here. Nightmares membership starts from 99 cents. And for that, you get yourself an avatar next to your name. And as you increase your membership, if you so wish, then you'll get other valuable goodies. But you don't have to. It's your choice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I choose to support people by coming up on the lives, watching their shows, hitting the like button, and making a comment.
That's true, John. Absolutely. I agree with you. It is like an episode of Star Trek where they transport to the evil version of themselves.
Yeah. Star Trek was ahead of its time when it first came out, and the government wanted to get rid of it before it even started at the time, allegedly. But it did tackle certain issues at the time, and I thought it was very good the way it was written. But back in the real world, reality of things is
in the real world.
Yeah, the reality of things is, some people get away with it, some people don't. I'd rather they all didn't get away with it, but that's just me. You have the right to agree, and you have the right to disagree. In either case, I will never hold it against you.
Well, not everybody's going to agree on everything. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
But going back to what you were saying yesterday about everybody being, looking forward and putting your differences apart, we're all fighting for the same cause at the end of the day, right? I was talking to a friend of mine who's part of the network and has been working with me for the last 2 years, and he totally agreed with when I explained to him what you were saying. He totally agreed. And he said, so is this person part of the network? Have they signed up at vigilante.media? And I went, I honestly don't know, because you can call yourself anything in there. You don't have to call yourself by your known name on YouTube. It's only when you speak do we know who you are. You don't have to speak. We have open discussions, and we do have people who just come in and just listen and don't say anything, which is fine, because no one is compelled to. Just gets a little bit confusing when you've got loads of people with this bog standard name. You don't know who's who.
Well, when I come in there, you'll know.
Oh no! If you came into one of them, because you're so open and honest, you've got nothing to hide. But then again, if there was a purple plaster that came in, we'd know who that was as well. I don't have a purple plaster.
I don't have
Or
a purple
phaser.
orange.
I don't. Never seen one actually. Well, I've seen a blood orange occasionally. Well, Nightmares, I'm going to drop off. I've been up here for 2.5 hours or so, so I've got a few things to do.
All right, buddy.
I don't know whether you plan to stay alive any longer, but I want to say thanks to everybody who's joined in and come in and had a chat, shown their faces, so to speak, and made a comment, hit the like button, and all the rest of those things. I appreciate it, because I think it's good that people do interact and don't have any scary nightmares, because eventually the Reaper will get you. So don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmares?
Yes.
Just remember one thing.
What's
You
that?
are who you are, right? And if people don't like that, just say dilly gaff.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Does it look like I give a fuck? Dilly gaff.
Do I look like I give a fuck? Right, guys. Peace.
Have a good one, bud.
Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or whatever it is that you're up to. Take care now, all of you. Bye now.
I don't have a purple phaser. Yeah. Thank you all for coming up and joining us, and everybody for coming in and having a good time. Annette, enjoyed the conversation. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Good night, everybody.